But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher. Here we go.
On play action, Fields. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Right.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. That pass complete to Moore. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense run out, force a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On second down, this is Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You look at this Bears defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fielded at the 20. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here we go. From the 31, here's a second down and 9.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now second and 9. Off play action, Fields.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word. But if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bears 7, Steelers nothing.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a first down carry for Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
The Steelers at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward. Let's go ahead and start rebuilding. Let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Pickett, he's got this to his running back, Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
The tight end in motion right.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Now Pickett changing the play.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Tyler Scott,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Fields on 1st down.
They'll roll him out right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Now they'll audible to something else. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, running left is Harris. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Here's Pickett. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Cameron Jordan, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On first down, it's Fields. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. Here's Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Steps away. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
On second down, they'll run it here.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Pickett back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brings up second and 1 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Pickett. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over first and 10.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Fields now to throw.
His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Third and long. It's Fields.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pickett now on first down.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Morrison. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Gain of 11 on the play. And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On play action, Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now Lutz for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. They'll pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Ken.
Off play action, Fields. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Here we go. Chicago.
Hey, going out right here.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. He's got the connection to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now it's Fields.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down, right around the 18-yard line. Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Bears! DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And that is incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Pickett.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That is caught.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
On the give, this is Harris. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Pickett will look to throw it here.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No.